welcome back to another Tutorial Tuesday. Today we're going to be taking a look at ACC and the impact a professional setup can make on our lap times. We're driving a lap with the standard aggressive setup and a lap with a setup created by the professional ACC esports drivers over at Hymo to see what kind of difference it makes. Afterwards, we'll compare both of these laps with the Track Titan platform to see if we can pinpoint some of the major differences in the data. If you want to analyze your own ACC laps, you can do this for free on tracktitan.io, and you get a ton of free extra analysis tools for a month if you sign up with code ACCSetups. And while you're there, be sure to check out the professional setups provided by Hymo, which you can easily purchase on our platform. Be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss any of our sim racing guides that have helped thousands of sim racers get faster already. Alright, so here we come to our first flying lap in the Audi R8 Evo 2, the newest version, and we're gonna see how I do here at Imola with just the standard aggressive setup. It's a great setup if you're just starting out, nothing wrong with it. The car handles great in my opinion, but we're gonna see afterwards, of course, if I'm any faster if I use a professional Hymo setup. Now let me focus here to set down a good lap, otherwise it's just a little bit of a crooked comparison, I would say. But I really like the Audi, how it handles in this aggressive setup. It's a little loose sometimes, but steady enough to get it around the track without any major problems. It hasn't got problems like the NSX where that VTEC kicks in at a higher rev ranges, so you all of a sudden get a crazy amount of torque out of nowhere. It's got an even distribution of torque throughout the rev ranges, I would say, or it feels like that. A very trustworthy car. And I like it, I like it. It's very stable with the engine in the middle. Good balance in this car. Alright. This is the chicane I struggle most with. To get out of there with any amount of speed is always a blessing from the Lord, in my opinion. And now we're already coming to the closing of this lap. Turn in a little early here to get a good exit. But this one is way more important as it brings us back to the home stretch, the home straight. And let's see if I take a narrow line here, what time we're gonna set. With the standard aggressive setup, 1:45.87. Not the fastest time, but let's see what we can do with a professional Hymo setup. The guys over at Hymo have provided me with a wonderful setup package for the Audi R8 here at Imola, which includes the race and a qualifying setup. If you're looking for ACC setups yourself, these are top of the line and you can easily purchase them on tracktitan.io under the ACC setups tab. For the next lap, I've chosen to go with the race setup as it is the one I'll be using most often. Now let's see if it helped me in any way. Alright, so here we come to our first flying lap in the Audi R8 with the Hymo race setup. And we're gonna see if this setup can actually gain me some time over my previous aggressive setup time. And with the warm-up lap, I think we already beat it. But let's see if we, when we focus, if we can actually set a better result here. Alright. So the first thing I feel with this setup is that the car feels a lot more stable because it's set up to do a whole race, and it's not just a generic twitchy setup that I think Kunos tried to make with the aggressive setup. And I have a lot more trust in the car through this setup, I feel like. As you can see, you can even recover it from tiny mistakes that you're bound to make during a race. Here it takes these curbs a lot better as well. All right. Look at this. We're already dipping into the 144s, which is a great time for someone like me. I'm not an esports level driver, but I feel one step closer with this setup. So here we are on the Track Titan platform. We're gonna be looking at some of the more noteworthy findings in the data, and we'll talk about what we can take away from these findings. To make everything clear for you as well, the lap with the high-mo setup is shown in orange and the slower lap with the default aggressive setup is shown in blue. Now let's take a look at segment 2 here, where we come across the first corner combination at Imola. We can see that in both laps the braking point is almost identical, but when we look at the speed chart we see that we can maintain a higher minimum speed through this section with the high-mo setup. I suspect that the high-mo race setup is more grippy and allows me to more easily maneuver through sections like this. We can see the benefits of this again in the hairpin at segment 4. We dip down to a slower minimum speed here, but due to the setup instilling more confidence in me, making me trust the car's grip, I can get on the throttle earlier, which makes me a tad bit faster throughout this section as a whole. In segment 5 we see the same story again. The setup makes me trust the car more and makes me push it to its limits just a little bit easier. I dared to brake a bit later and maintain a higher minimum speed throughout this whole corner because I knew that the car would stick to the tarmac. The last corner combination I want to take a look at is segment 7, the chicane after Aqua Minerale. The approach through this section was quite different in both laps. As we can see in the data, in the lap with the high-mo setup, I dared to drive over the sausage curbs on the insides of this chicane, which felt like it was impossible to do with the default aggressive setup. The high-mo setup allowed me to push the car more. It made me trust that I could use these curbs without spinning out because I had felt the increased grip throughout the rest of the lap already. The high-mo setup made the car feel much more stable without limiting its agility too much. It didn't make me faster directly, but it gave me the tools to perform better, which in this case meant setting a faster lap time. As always, we hope you've learned something from this video. Let us know in the comments down below and head over to tracktitan.io if you want to analyze your own laps or get yourself some of those high-mo setups. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.